Welcome back to Fun with Fusion 360. In this video, we will be using the manufacturing workspace and use some of the primary tools of manufacturing and focus only on milling. We will also extract the G code and create a sheet setup. So let's get started. I have a spur gear here. I will make a point. I'll create sketch on the gear. Make two construction lines. This is for the axis of the tool. The point is made. Cut off my construction. Go to point. Put a point here. I'll say finish sketch. Go to my manufacturing workspace. I'll make a new setup. The body will be this model. I'll go to my stock point. Stock point will be a selected point. Select the point which I created just now. Operation type will be milling. Go to the stock. Let's make the stock in the sides as well as top a little more. You can see it's increasing here. Make it a 4 mm. Top again 4 mm. I'll write the program comment as spur gear manufacture. I'll say OK. Once our setup is complete, let's make all the tools. First I'll do a face. The tool that I'll select will be a facing tool. I'll go to milling. I'll go to the face mill. I'll go to my Fusion 360 library. You can see that you can have in metric. Select. And I'll go to my geometry. You don't need to select any geometry here. It will automatically cut out all the required passes. Click. Okay. Just animate and see how this will look. Yeah, the simulation looks good. I'll close. After my face, I'll make a 2D adaptive clearing. I'll use a flat end mill here. Go to milling. I'll go to flat end mill. Go to diameter. I'll go to Fusion 360 library. Diameter equal to 5 mm. Will be aluminum slotting. Select OK. After selecting the tool, we'll go to my geometry. The geometry I'll select will be the down edge. Go to my heights. I'll make sure that model bottom and little bit down, -2. So that it clears everything. Linking. I won't do anything here. I'll leave it as default. I'll press OK. Okay. Do it as 4 mm. Okay. Go to my home view. Let's see how this turns out to be. Toolpath is generated. Go to simulate. You can see that many parts are still remaining here. So we'll do a 2D contour. I'll make a custom tool for this. First I'll go to milling, go to the flat end mill. I'll set diameter as around equal to 4 mm. I'll copy tool. I'll go to my cloud setup. I'll paste it here. This one I'll again edit. Go to the cutter. I'll increase the number of flutes, high speed steel material. I'll just increase the length. I'll put the length below holder as around 30. Shoulder length is 25 and flute length as 20. Reduce the spindle speed to 10,000 rpm because we are focusing on the side edges. I'll say accept and I'll select this. Once you select the tool, I'll go to the geometry. Again, counter selection will be the down same edge. Go to my heights. Again, I'll choose the model bottom. I'll decrease 1 mm. I won't be doing anything here. I'll leave it as default. I'll say OK. So I'll let it generate the tool path. We'll see how this works out. Now just go to actions and simulate. This is our adaptive. This is our contour. Let's see if it will take all the parts. Yeah, it's doing a good job here. Trimming all the required material. Stay close. We don't have any collisions. So I'll focus on the hole here. I'll go to drilling. Select a tool. I'll go to hole making. I'll select spot drill first of diameter around equal to 14 mm. Have one. The aluminium drilling. I'll say finish. Geometry. Hole faces will be this one. Heights, go to the front view. That looks like a good height. I won't change anything here. Cycle drilling rapid, okay. Go to inspect and see that this was 15 mm. So I did a 14 mm spot drill. Let's make another drill. This time I'll sell a drill. Diameter will be equal 15. We have one. Aluminium drilling, I'll select it. Go to geometry, I'll select this whole face. I'll go to the front view. Make sure that the heights here is offsetted completely. Okay. So let's see the simulation here. I'll play it here. You can see that it's still there. It's not finished properly. So we'll do a proper finish. Go to the home view. I'll go to 2D and 2D bore. I'll select a flat end mill here. Diameter around equal to 10. We have one. We aluminium finishing. I'll select and I'll go to the tool face. This will be my cross section. Go to the heights and see how high. Let's take it a bit more down. So bottom height I will be negative, say around -3, so that the finish happens properly. This will again be a drill 2 will make it as a chip breaking partial react and say okay. So we're done with the bore. Let's simulate. We don't have any collisions. Looks good. This is speed here. This is the 2D counter, which gives a perfect finishing. Let's go back here a bit and see how this takes place. This is the slot, spot drilling. Now we have the drill tool. Let's see how the bore tool finishes here. It's giving us a good finish. This is a better finish. We'll close. Now to generate our G code, I'll go to post process. I'll select the milling operation. I'll go to my, you can select any vendor. I'll choose the Has automation. The machine I'll choose Has pre-NGC. I'll say post. I'll name it as 1001. You can see that the file has opened in a Visual Studio Code here. If you have MS Word, it might open in that also. You can see the tool used here: tool 1 face mill, tool 2 flatten mill, tool 6 flatten mill again, tool 5 drill. G54 means the axis, and this is the program for our NC file. I'll minimize this, and now for our sheet setup, I'll press sheet setup. I'll select this folder. It will take you to an HTML document. Here again, you'll get all the required information for your NC process. The number of operations, the number of tools required, the stock dimensions, and everything. I minimize this. Save. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys have got a rough idea on how to use the manufacturing workspace and milling tools, as well as extract the G code and sheet setup. You can follow me on social networks, the links are given below. Do like and share if you found this video helpful, and don't forget to subscribe.